Steeler Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia, and we have the trade of the century. I'm talking about Devontae Adams. I firstly want to say just this one quick thing. If you see a player who you wanted to be on your team and he goes to another team, it does not mean, from my perspective, it does not mean that the Steelers missed out. Uh, did we miss out? Now, did we know that Omar Khan was putting in calls to get Devontae Adams? Maybe, not sure. But saying we missed out because he chose, or the Jets had a different plan, and they had a better maybe bargaining chip for the Raiders, I think it's kind of crazy to me. I see, did we missed out on Devontae Adams? I, for one, don't care. I watched the game yesterday with Aaron Rodgers. Not a huge fan of him. The NFL is trying to help him out. It was a bogus penalty that was, even he said was bogus. He said it was sarcastic in his tackle to the ground. Right, they're trying to help him out as much as they can. He had a Hail Mary, which I'm like, why aren't there more defenders back there? They had two Bills middle of the field covering no one, and they had only, I think, 4 or 5 Bills back there in the deep end zone. So Rodgers, look, I'm not a huge fan of him. I don't care if he gets another weapon in Adams. I'm going to see JPJ, or when I watch his in Bali, because I'm leaving today. I'm going today to the airport, and tomorrow I'm going to Bali. But I don't care. I'm going to watch JPJ shut this guy down. I'm going to watch TJ Watt pressure the quarterback, Highsmith pressure the quarterback. That is Rodgers. And I'm going to watch Cameron Hayward pressure the quarterback. I'm not worried about, oh, no, trade of the century. It's Devonta Adams. Don't care. Another one, too, with another trade was the Browns just got worse. One of their best players on offense in that really bad team called the Cleveland Browns, 1-5. Deshaun Watson. Browns got worse. They trade away Amari Cooper for a third-round pick. Dude, that franchise there's a certain point where you just have to drop the quarterback, and they won't do it because they're paying way too much money for Watson. So it's at this point, it's very laughable, but at the same time, very sad. It's very sad for football. Imagine being a Cleveland Browns fan. A lot of Steelers fans. Oh, we only go 9-8. We only go 9-8. We lost. We need 7 wins, 7 losses in the playoffs, and Mike Tomlin's. Imagine being a Browns fan. That the fact they haven't won a Super Bowl since 1950, and they have one playoff win, I think in 20 years over us, and they put all that money to Watson, and now they're just absolute trash. Like, their team is just terrible. So Nick Chubb will come back and try his best, but this doesn't mean too much to me either. Browns just got worse by trading them Amari Cooper to the Bills. So yeah, man. I don't know. There's a lot of trades going around. I know Steelers fans. I know some of you guys out there, ladies and gents out there. I know some of you want that receiver too. I'm still not too worried about this receiver 2 talk because it's doing my head in. All the receiver 2 talk, maybe it just needs to be the Steelers do get better quarterback play from Wilson. And that's why I want to transition next, because Mike Tomlin had his press conference today talking about the quarterback number 1 situation. He's been talking about it all season, all off season. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin said Russell Wilson is in consideration to start Sunday night's game versus the Jets. Now, here's a quick thing. Justin Fields has been filling in. I know people want to say he's quarterback number 1, Fields, but I don't think he is. The way I saw this process has been laid out last 6 weeks. Wilson has been injured. Fields has stepped up. They've kept him out until he's now 100% healthy. Mike Tomlin has a Super Bowl winning quarterback on the bench. Do you really let that bloke sit there and ride the pine while Fields goes out there? Now, Fields has been fun. I'm at the point now, it's okay, dead set. You might not like this answer. It's okay to support both Russell Wilson and the other bloke, Justin Fields. It's fine. Trust in Mike Tomlin. And then people will say in the press conference, oh, Mike Tomlin's not telling us any answers. He doesn't have to. He doesn't need to tell anyone any answers. If I reckon as well, if the media didn't have to interview or do a press conference for Mike Tomlin, he probably wouldn't do it. He doesn't need to show anyone what he's doing his cards. Like I said a few what was it, a few live shows ago with Bubba and Shane. I said Mike Tomlin is holding his cards that close to his chest. Even he doesn't know what he's doing. Now, someone said, "Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing there. He hasn't won a playoff game. He hasn't won a Super Bowl." Yeah, yeah. Don't care. I feel like I don't know what it is. It's just a lot of don't cares at the moment. I don't care about this bloke going to the Jets. I don't care about the Browns. Um, you know, getting worse and trading their guy to the Bills, and I don't care if they play Russell Wilson or Fields. There's positives and probably negatives, but some positives to both. You could see Russell Wilson go out there and carve it up, do 250, get some TDs, find George Pickens, build a passing attack, get Najee some more space. Maybe you get him passing in the passing game, Warren in the passing game. Maybe you get Fryermuth and Darnell in the passing game. That's a positive. Or you can still run with. Here it is. What if they go, right? Here's the highest positive. They start Russell Wilson. He throws 3 TDs, 300 yards. We win the game 28-10 or 28-7 or whatever it may be, right? Then that's the highest one you could probably go. Or 4 TDs, whatever number you want, where Russell Wilson is outstanding. He's quarterback number 1. It's so fun to watch. Okay. That's the highest ceiling. The lowest ceiling could be now where Justin Fields is running all over the shop. Still pretty fun to watch. Hard in our sleeve, though. Passing attack is like okay to good and sometimes average to okay. So this move by having Justin Fields, who if he was which he kind of was, the quarterback number 2, being 4-2 as a backup, then you get Wilson back, and if he plays good lights out football, fantastic. If Russell Wilson stinks, then you go back to Fields. It's a win-win situation. So I'm a bit over that too. I don't care about the Browns. I don't care about Davante Adams, and I don't really care who plays quarterback number 1. What I do care about this, though, is the Steelers are going back to their throwback uniforms from the 50th anniversary with Super Bowl number 9. So they have the gray helmets, they have the block numbers. That's Keanu Benton looking fierce, looking awesome. So the black and gold pants, that looks pretty cool. And then I also have this from Steelers Depot. Hey, everybody. He's a Steelers, a 4-0 in block numbers, throwback. This will be their 5th time wearing them, throwback, and previously worn in 2018, 2019, 2022, and 23. So it's a big game coming up versus the Jets. It's a huge game, and I think a lot of media attention will be around this bloke in Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers. But I think Aaron Rodgers is done. What are they, 2-4? They just got beat by the Bills by 3 points, but it could have been many, many more. And overall, they're trying to cash in this season and put all the chips down for this one season where we aren't paying too much money for Justin Fields or Russell Wilson. And I legit don't care who plays. I'll be in Bali chilling. I'll be waking up on my Monday, probably in my bed, or maybe I'll try and find a random bar at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning to try and watch it. And then I'm going to watch it, and hopefully we win. And we're going to see some good quarterback play from Wilson or Fields. But does it really matter? I don't know. Just to me, just support both quarterbacks. That's all I ask. Don't go in there. Don't boo Wilson. Don't boo Fields. Get behind the team. Be like how the Raiders, how we were versus the Raiders game in LA, in what do they call it? Out there in Vegas and all the terrible towers. Be like that. Be supportive of both blokes, and we should be sweet.